Hi guys, I wanted to do a vlog about social anxiety today because of an experience that I went through just yesterday, and I wanted to kind of relay that to you guys, explain what I was going through. If this vlog's a bit awkward, it's because I kind of made my own selfie stick. I'm trying to find places to film for now in the apartment, so bear with me, but I like my lights in the background, so that makes me happy. Anyways, so I was invited to a bridal shower a while ago, and the bridal shower fell on a Sunday, so quite naturally, basically Monday through the whole rest of the week. Previously, I would just stress about absolutely everything, and that would be the only thing I could think about, because when it comes to social events, like a party or a big get-together, where I know it's going to be a bunch of people that I don't know that well, or they're not like my direct family, I get so much anxiety when it comes towards that. And so I literally spent most of the week every day kind of reminding myself of it, stressing it, trying to find those ways to kind of get out of the situation. Even though I knew it wasn't possible, I don't know if this happens to you guys too, but you kind of go through these scenarios in your head, like you can say, oh, maybe I'm sick, or this came up and I can't make it, and you start to go through these things even though you won't actually do it. It kind of comforts you and relieves the anxiety a little bit, at least for that day. So that was what I was kind of doing, because I was really dreading it. I was worried about what I was going to wear, because all my stuff was all over the place in this apartment and I don't know where things are. So basically the day of, I had put everything off. I didn't want to even, do my nails or really get ready or anything like that. And so the morning of, I started digging through everything, looking for a pair of black pants, which apparently didn't exist. So I was just going through, throwing things everywhere. It was a giant mess. I finally got ready. I settled with jeans and a nice shirt and ended up going, and it was actually an amazing time. And the thing I've learned is to just, if I'm experiencing social anxiety, the last thing I want to do is use alcohol as a crutch. So even if I'm at a social convention and there's drinks there, I will have maybe 1 or 2 drinks, but I'm not going to overdo it, because as soon as I overdo it, even though in that moment it feels right and it feels like, oh yeah, if I keep drinking, I'm going to be more social and less anxious, I know by now extremely well that if I have 3, 4 drinks, I'm going to get into a very depressive state of mind, very introverted, wanting to be left alone, maybe emotional. I just literally feel like, for myself, it's the catalyst that will kind of switch things in my brain and make myself extremely unhappy and not wanting to be there. So what I decided was to go to have a good time, enjoy the food, meet some people, not focus on what I looked like, or if I'd put my outfit together or anything like that, because this was a bridal shower. This was about the girl. This had nothing to do with me. And I think the more that you kind of take that focus off yourself when it comes to social anxiety and realize where you are, what the purpose of the event is or the interaction, you can kind of alleviate some of that stress. So the moment I said, this doesn't matter what I look like or anything about me, this is about that girl having a great time, it became so much easier, and it takes the pressure off yourself to try and look a certain way or act a certain way, just to be yourself and to enjoy and make the best of the situation, even if you're not a very social person like myself that prefers to stay home and play video games and relax, That's just the kind of person I am. But I took that pressure off myself, and then after I did that, it honestly felt almost effortless, and I felt a lot happier being able to just talk to people and to just enjoy that moment. And I actually won like a toilet paper bride contest where people had to make a dress for me out of that, and all the little kids voted for me, and so I was talking to some of the children, and it was a really cute, fun day. So all that to say that, you shouldn't have expectations when a social event is coming up. You shouldn't start dreading it and thinking the worst and, what's going to happen, and then I'm not going to be happy, I'm not going to have a good time, because the fact of the matter is you never know. And sometimes you could go in with extremely positive expectations and come back with having a horrible time, and that does happen too. I'm just being realistic. So I think the best thing is to just not stress about it, just be aware and prepared for when the date's coming up for the party or the wedding or whatever it is you have to go to, and just set that aside, have everything ready, and then just leave it to that day, and don't let it ruin the rest of your week. Because honestly, this whole week I was stressing so much about it, and it was so irrational, and then when we got to that day, I actually had an amazing time. And I said, why did I spend all this time stressing about a social event? I find a lot of people with social anxiety can relate to that, and they just worry, and the ruminations come in and all this. And the best thing to do is say, okay, that's fine, but that's Sunday. Today is Monday. Today is Tuesday. I'm going to take the day. I'm going to do what I got to do in this day. put that aside, and then we'll see when we get to that day what happens. So that's just my little words of advice for you guys today, because that's something that I just been through and it wasn't worth the stress because it was a very good time. So I hope you precious gems are well. For those of you wondering, I do want to start up Introvert Island again. I've been kind of monitoring my internet usage from here and seeing how that's been going, and I kind of got to get a better grasp of that and figure out some bill stuff before I can start doing Introvert Island again. I'm pretty sure that I'll definitely have enough internet usage to be able to do Introvert Island still, because I've been doing some more kind of like one-on-one interactions with people and helping them in that way. So that's the truth. So I do want to get back to Introvert Island, but no guarantees that it's going to be as steady of a schedule. And I've been feeling more introverted lately and just wanting to get things done around the house. So to have a whole big chat with everyone has been a little overwhelming in my mind, but something that I know I'm going to switch back into and want to do again soon. So those are the updates, guys, and I will see you all very soon, my precious gems. Bye, everyone.